On to that other team out in LA that finally got the hell up out of Staples or
Yep.
crypto, whatever the hell you want
They're
to
giving
call it.
out rings. Do you see that? Clipper players are finally going to get their first rings. Harden's going to get his first ring. Unbelievable. So proud of
Give them motherfuckers a t-shirt and keep it pushing.
him.
Anyway, the keys for them. My number one here, and it's so important since Paul George is gone, right? Establish James Harden and Kawhi Leonard as a top five duo. Now, they're old. It's going to be what everybody
I was going to
says.
say, I feel like that's the problem number one,
They're
age.
they're they're out of juice and all this other things, but I think what's important to remember here is that age at this point in the NBA really doesn't mean a whole lot to me at the moment. Because LeBron James is about to turn 40 this season. That's still a top five player. Kevin Durant is also about to be 36, 37, still plays like a top
Aging
five
like fine
player.
wine.
Steph Curry, we just saw all three of these guys be the best three players on Team USA amongst Anthony Edwards, amongst Devin Booker, amongst AD, Bam, like all these other superstar players, right? And those are the three best guys. So Kawhi Leonard, we know what he is when healthy. Like this guy is still like in the mold of, hey, I can sneak into the top seven if I really want to, or if I'm good, if I can play in the postseason. That's what it really
Could.
counts.
Could. Yeah.
And James Harden took a diminished role to adjust to this team since it had Paul George last season. Now with
Also
PG
Westbrook.
gone, yeah, no Russell Westbrook either this year. So PG and Russ gone, you get to kind of be this Philadelphia James who, yeah, you might want to shit on them guys, but he averaged 21 and 10 alongside the MVP.
It's not bad. It's
So
not bad at all.
let's see what they do if those two guys can stay healthy. I think actually showcase themselves. And Ty Lue is a genius, so I'm sure he'll figure it out. I kept saying this in point number one, and this is definitely point number two. We could say it for every team, but it's probably even more so true for the Clippers is staying healthy.
Oh,
I just
definitely.
pulled up
Oh,
I
yeah.
pulled up something while you were going on a little bit, and Kawhi played in 68 games this past season. That is his
Okay, pretty
most
good.
games.
That's actually
Yeah,
pretty good.
that's his most games since 2017.
Yeah, I believe it.
Every other
Yeah, I
season,
believe it.
52, 52 again, 57. He missed a year with the ACL. He played in 60 and then 9. So
Tough.
it's
Yeah.
it's been a
Not
rough
a good
go.
track record.
Not at all.
No.
It's been very rough for Kawhi to stay on the floor, especially come postseason time, which I don't have the stats for that, but I'm pretty sure he's missed out on like
A lot.
maybe two of the last four playoff series,
Yeah.
which is terrible. So staying healthy, guys, is huge for them. And then develop your young players or go get younger talent is what I put for the last point. Because, I mean, we're not super crazy about Terrence Mann or we're not super high on guys like Amir Coffey, but these are going to be rotational players that are still young-ish right now to where they could possibly or hope to be molded into something more. But you also
And you
have to
have to
be
think
ready.
towards the future too.
Exactly. Like you
You
have to be
can't get
ready.
stuck. You can't get stuck with Harden and Kawhi and expect the world. You got to prepare yourself.
Exactly. Like take some experience. You got Bones Highland on the roster too. Like just take some experiments, right? Like see what you can go get if there's a piece on the table for you to move to go get a younger piece, especially if the season's kind of tanking a little bit. And you could kind of tell that, hey, we might not make the postseason. I think they probably will. I'm thinking they could or
They
they should.
they should. I think they should.
I think actually developing the things that are in place right now and not hinging your future to two guys that are 32 plus, it'd be a smart thing to do.